You know, it didn't. Well,
So surprising
let my boy Moise explain it to you.
that I felt I needed to do something shocking just to get into the same spirit. So I threw my hair into a messy man bun. Surprise!
Here's the
Twitch
explanation, bro.
announced that it's going to be loosening its policy on sexual content, trying to give clarity on what is and isn't allowed when it comes to sexual content on Twitch. And they are announcing that you can now have deliberately highlighted breasts, buttocks, or pelvic region as long as this stream has a content classification label, which is a label that just lets users know that there is sexual themes present. And as long as the content is artistic, nudity is permitted. As long as it's artistic in
Artistic.
nature, it has Twitch's stamp of approval to exist. New York Times gives it 2 thumbs way up from the Twitch headquarters as long as there is artistic context around the nudity that is
Uh-huh.
presented. So Christmas really did come early for Hog
Bro, no, that's some shit. I'm switching to YouTube.
Squeezers this year, and it also
And I
applies
just
to
started on Twitch.
animated depictions of nudity, drawn, sculpted, modeled, any of that, and even goes beyond that. There's also a guideline update to what dances are allowed when it comes to like sexually suggestive dance moves. They stated that twerking, grinding, and pole dancing are now allowed without a label.
Ain't no
And for
way.
some reason, when I read this, I just envisioned them doing like a press conference, like the president coming out. He just stands at the podium, twerking. It's okay, and then like some people start clapping. Now, while they may have explained that these dance moves are allowed, there's still no word from the Twitch higher ups on whether or not my special dance moves will be permitted, or if they're still a little too hot for
Okay.
Twitch to handle and will lead to an instant ban. Yep, the hot dog hoedown.
Basically, they're gonna
Also,
get more.
guys,
They got me. Basically, they're gonna get
is
more
that
bread from
hot dog
OnlyFans
taco
hoes
combo?
for real. Bro, there was this one shimmer, bro. I saw her. I thought she was naked for a second, but I think she had some shit on her nipples, so it wasn't showing. But
The
bro,
last
that's
major change
weird.
they announced is that they're going to be revising how the homepage
Bro,
recommends
after this video,
content,
I'm gonna
so
check
you
if
won't
I'm gonna
be
check if
seeing
she's live.
mature recommendations on your homepage anymore. These are pretty much all of the major guideline changes that have been presented, but I want to get into the weeds of them because there's quite a lot to unpack. First and foremost, though, the reason why all of this has come out is in response to a controversy that's been going on for like the last week or so on Twitch. I'm sure most of you have seen the headlines. There's been a new Twitch meta that blew up on the platform where some women would appear to be topless on stream
Bro,
and
I think he's
do
talking about the
certain movements
same
in
bitch
order
I'm
to
talking
make their
about.
titties jiggle. Though you couldn't see the nipple, it was implied below the camera frame. So you just saw the top of their bare necessities, and everything else was assumed nudity
That's dead
implied.
ass what I was
This
talking
right
about.
here is the pioneer of the meta. Her name is Morgapie.
No,
She
it's
really blazed the
she's not
trails
the one.
for
I don't think
encouraging
she's
people
the one
more
I'm
in the
talking
Twitch
about.
ecosystem for this branch of content. So again, basically, as you saw from the picture, it was appearing as though she was completely topless and would interact with the chat and then sometimes do like certain movements to really get the boobies moving. In the words of a wise man, them thangs be
Wild
thangin'.
him.
And this led to a lot of discussion on, is this allowed on Twitch? What is Twitch's policy when it comes to content like this? Does this have the green light or is it flying under the radar? What's going on? So this prompted Twitch to make these guideline changes to bring clarity to it. They did ban Morgpie as well as a couple other streamers who did this type of content, this meta. But then they came
Um,
forward with more
I guess the one I'm
clarification on
talking
what
about, but
they
Bantu.
permit. And that's what we just went over today. Before diving into my perspective, giving you my opinion from my small little noodle brain, I do want to mention two quick things. The first, our podcast is somehow the number 5 biggest podcast in the world on Spotify. We're starting to catch up to Joe Rogan, bite at his heels here. The Red Thread is a podcast that I
Bro, I
run with
seen bitches do
YouTube
this
and
shit
Axiom. It's all
for
about
10 views,
cryptids,
not even.
conspiracies, cold
bro,
cases,
bro, that's crazy.
cold
Bro, that's
cases,
actually
and
crazy.
cults. I just had to quickly mention this because this had me
I mean,
smiling all morning to see the red thread
gotta
pop
be
off
on
like
that
this.
grind.
I'll put a link to the Spotify in the
No matter the
description as well
size,
as
you
my
gotta be on
YouTube
that
channel that we
grind.
post all of it on, in case any of you are curious in checking it out.
Nah,
And
that's
the other
actually
thing I want
that's
to quickly
actually
mention is
crazy.
that our Dungeons and Dragons campaign, our Dungeons and Dragons show skill check, we decided to stop streaming the episodes because it created so much confusion on where people can find
Oh,
skill checks
Moist, for
since
fuck's
I
sake.
don't save VODs
Talk about the drama,
no matter
man.
what, even on an incognito browser or fucking brand
Bro,
updates. Let's get back to the Twitch policy. I will say one change that I think is a massive W no matter how you spin it is that they'll no longer be recommending mature content on Twitch's homepage. I made a whole video about this. If you go on Twitch when you're not logged in, a few of the top recommendations, no matter what, even on an incognito browser, a fucking
Bro, yeah.
brand new computer, anything, some of the top recommendations are always sexually suggestive content. The number one being Taylor
Bro,
Jogo,
the one I was
video
talking
about
about
that,
was
where
it was on my
usually
recommended
body
page.
painting or like doing squats for subs. Mainly her big thing was stalling to get to that, but it always recommends sexually suggestive content when you go to Twitch's homepage. So the fact that that's going to no longer be the case, I think is a good thing because Twitch is a website that is used by a lot of underage people. It's not exclusively used by kids, but there is absolutely a lot of kids on there, make no mistake. It's a 13 plus website.
Yeah,
Like, you have to
true.
be 13 to sign up. So it is clearly a place that's accessible to kids. So it's good to no longer have the
Facts.
mature content being pushed right in their face on the homepage the second you go there. But now let's get into the messiness of it. The policy change around artistic nudity is a certainly interesting direction for Twitch to go. Because if you go on Twitch right now, and I don't even think I can pull up the current browser here, like a picture of it, because there is so much furry porn as well as naked anime girls on thumbnails, because that's what people are drawing on there right now. It took
Bro,
me
that's
like
crazy.
20
Bro,
minutes to
Twitch.
censor all of it to show
Bro.
it, so I'm not going to bother. If you go on there at any point in time, though, going forward, I imagine you're going to see a ton of porn, like hentai being drawn. I'll show you Jake Lucky's tweet because he already
Bro,
did the
we've got to
censoring
do
for me
some
in just
research.
one stream. But this is
Nah, that's fucked.
already seemingly blowing up. On the art
That's
category
crazy.
right now, every single stream in the top 15, except for 2, are naked anime characters being drawn or naked furries being drawn, which is totally permitted by Twitch's new policy. They're not breaking any rules, they're playing it by the book, it's all above board. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And I'm hating the game a little bit, I'm gonna be honest. It
For
feels
real, for
very
real.
weird to have that content live under the same umbrella, the same platform as all of the other
Where do they draw the line between what's artistic and what's not? But that's the question we're all asking, man.
This kind of argument, but Twitch is a 13 plus platform.
Bro,
It feels
since
weird to have
what year
a
was it?
13
What,
category
like
be immediately
2021?
accessible by just
Bro,
going
Twitch
to
has just
the
been going
number 6
downhill,
most popular
man.
category as of right now, me making this video, and immediately having access to porn. That's just kind of weird to me. Yes, it is labeled, so when you try and watch it, it gives you some
Bro,
kind of
it's-
sexually suggestive warning.
Bro,
You can still
within the
easily
next,
see
I
the
say
thumbnails,
within
it's
the next
still
like
right there, and it's
5
right
years,
there.
Twitch is gonna
It's
be
on the same
Twitch is
website,
gonna be the
it's
next
a
mixer, you know.
18
If you
plus.
know what
I
that
don't have an
was.
issue with them allowing artistic nudity streams to exist, but it should have been spun off into its own separate place as opposed to being under the same umbrella as the rest of the streams, because I really feel like it's totally different. Like, I just don't think the two should coexist in the same space. It should be separated. So
Very
yeah, I'm
much.
definitely not a huge fan of that direction there. I've always said that Twitch probably wants to make an 18 plus category because there's a lot of money in that, which is
True.
fine if that's the direction they'd want to go, like having the adult Twitch category or something. They still haven't fully done that, but it looks like they're tiptoeing ever closer to it. But it really
But they're-
needs to be
they're
a
not-
totally separate category that isn't just easily accessible
Hold
from
on.
just the regular Twitch experience that you can get to with a
The worst thing
single
is having
category
nowhere
that
to
is
block this
number
type of
6
shit
right
like
now.
you're
Like, it needs
obligated
to
to
be
bro.
far more
Facts,
separated.
man.
Now,
Well,
that's
that's
the main one I
facts.
wanted to talk about. I'm very curious to see
Especially
how
if you're
all
a
the other
parent, you
policy
know, and you
changes
know
are
about this
going
shit.
to-
I mean, at
what's
that point,
going to
you
lead,
probably just have to
I
take your
guess,
kid off the
because
app
to me, it
completely.
seems like a lot of it's easily exploitable by some bad actors that are probably going to just try and drive Twitch audience to their porn. Like, it feels like a lot of this is just going to make it a little messier on the platform when it comes to that kind of practice, but it remains to be seen. Maybe giving this clarity is helpful in avoiding that somehow. I'm just not entirely sure. The only one I'm sure on is that I don't really like that now you can just immediately get hentai just from going to the fucking top categories. That to me is just weird to be on Twitch. But yeah, anyway, that's the whole Twitch policy hoopla in a nutshell. That's about it.
Bro.
Yeah. Twitch just announced a policy
Bro,
update
Twitch?
change that was so
Honestly, they're kind of fucked. Alright, let's research this shit. What was it? What was it? The art category? Um, where's this shit? Art. Holy shit. Okay, I think that's enough. Bro, I think personally, I think we should just come off Twitch completely, bro. I think we should start a stream and kick. Hambo, bro. Bro, it's literally the first like the first row. Hold up. Bro, let's check just chatting. I'm sure it's bruh, come on, man. How do you combat this shit? Bro, look at this shit. Bro, hold up. Uh, Italo. Bro, bro, like two scrolls. One scroll, bro. One scroll. Nah, this shit's not right. Bro, this shit is not right, man.